I'd be lying if I said this past week was super productive. What do they say about the best laid plans? I'm sure you can relate. So today is Sunday, normally a day of rest, but not for us. So these are hardwood beams.
The what?
Hardwood.
Well, they're heavy.
They're
so
super heavy.
I'm assuming they're some sort of hardwood.
So yeah, we're gonna need help with this. Some manpower.
Yeah. Well, I got the shorter ones out.
Yeah.
These are about 4 meters. You know.
Yeah, those are big. I mean, I guess the thing to do, we can go up and chainsaw them, but I really think this is...
I think I need another person, just to be safe.
People in the comments are going to say, why don't you help him, Amanda?
Didn't take this one out because it's holding up the staircase.
Yeah, we need to be careful.
It's not in very good shape.
Yeah,
either.
no, we need to be very careful here. This is almost like a game of Jenga or something,
Yeah.
right?
And this other one here too. This is pretty rotten. I thought it was broken. There was 2 separate ones like that one, see?
Uh-huh.
But this one is one long one.
Yeah.
I guess I could cut it off there. But.
Yeah, well, no, we're going to wait. We have somebody coming, I think, I don't know, this week or next week, and then we can, you know, until then we can clear everything out. We need to get our little sink out over there.
Have a cleanup.
Have a big cleanup and get those beams in. try this.
There was some older stuff around.
This is, that's your poop. So this poop is light and fluffy. That's what you want, Lincoln.
Okay, good to know.
Fluffy poop. Okay, I need to finish my poop collecting. Pedicure time. You guys are long. You've gotten long. Oh my gosh. Thing is, we have to wait for the farrier to call us when he's in the area because he lives pretty far away.
Next time we're out here, that'll all be spread out again.
The donkeys like to play with the wood.
Yeah.
So people have asked us if the donkeys like toys, but they don't. We've gone through a couple of balls. We gave them buckets. We got a bunch of DMs on Instagram, and my mom sent me the reel to a donkey playing with a squeaky toy.
Yeah.
Or maybe you showed me that
I
too.
showed that too. Yeah.
About 30 people sent me that video. So maybe we will go get them a rubber chicken. But they're not really interested in balls or any kind of toys. Or I think they're like hippie donkeys. You know, they like the natural, like wood and this donkey.
They're country donkeys.
Yeah, you guys are country donkeys. You're not like those newfangled
City slippers.
Yeah. All right, he wants to eat the tripod, so. It is just a gorgeous day. And I'm gonna spend time in the garden. So I was just about to plant my yin yang beans. So I opened the package and where are the beans? Oh, here they are. So I opened the package and what did I find? I found some beans, but there were just 3 in the package. So I'm hoping these germinate. If not, I wasted €4 on 3 beans. So I'm going to keep my eye on these. Make sure they grow. They're kind of cool though, aren't they? Really interesting. I wonder though what they look like when they cook, because some beans, you know, they lose their beautiful color after they're cooked. So I guess I'll find out. Well, I've finally started the process of painting the beds. And this is what I've done so far. Yes, I realize it would have been far easier to paint the beds before they were put together, but I didn't, so here I am. Well, it's about 6 o'clock and I have been out here the entire day. So, I think I came out here at 10. And what did I get done? It doesn't look like too much, but got the painting started at least. This, clearly I haven't gotten to. I'm leaving this for next week because I just can't deal with it anymore. But I had to get the other beds weeded. So this bed we have red onions, Brussels sprouts, celery, green and red scallions, and some yellow onions. So everything's pretty good. It's just we have a terrible slug problem. So I put my beer traps out, and that seems to be working. It's the only thing that works. I managed to weed this bed as well. Started painting it. This bed we have a couple varieties of carrots. I have some more onions. We have yellow carrots and like a melange of carrots, multicolored. More onions. We really love onions here. We have beets, jewel tone beets. And then I have rainbow chard in that bed. And then in the far bed, that's cutting garden. Now my intent was to put another bed over here, and you can see where all the mess is. That's where the other bed is supposed to go. I won't have time to get that done this season, but I can get it prepped, covered, and ready for maybe the fall. There's just too much to do. This bed, I have some heirloom cutting mix, little baby greens, and I have some cilantro. These are purple potatoes that sprouted up again this year. I guess I didn't get everything out last year. I'm just gonna leave them. And what's over here? Oh, we have broccoli. I planted some romaine, and in the back are some radishes. This is a big thyme. Is this lemon thyme? The bees love this. This is regular thyme. We have some dill coming up. I have kale. I always have to have kale. That's just a small portion of the kale that I have so far. Have some red leaf lettuce. We always have to have red cabbage. There's some borage here, and the only reason I grow that is for the bees. It's looking a little sad, huh? It's very hot. And then I finished constructing my, I don't know what these are called, my garden things. So I have haricot vert growing. I have a yellow variety and a purple variety. And of course my €4 yin yang beans, which better grow. And then I have peas and baby cucumbers over here. And the peonies are looking like they're gonna come up soon. So there is still a ton of work to do here. Up in this corner, I'm going to be putting a bed together for my tomatoes. It's one of those metal garden beds that sort of are raised. And I'm going to try that out for tomatoes. And yes, my biggest embarrassment, my strawberry patch. I weeded about half of it, and then I kind of stopped. But we're producing strawberries. We have a lot coming in. You can see if I can get to them before. I mean, we have a ton. What I've been doing is picking them at this stage. They're a little light, but I just keep them in my garden thing over there, and then the next day I come out and they're ripe. So that's what I've been doing before I fully weed and get the netting on. We have a good amount. So there's a lot in here. But sadly, a lot of times the slugs get to them before I can. Kind of have to come out here every morning and check. And this is not the proper way to have strawberries. I mean, ideally they'd be in a big mound in rows, but these just grew. Well, not a lot happened on Wednesday except for filming Lincoln walking in the park and attempting some spring cleanup. A bit of foreshadowing may have taken place in this part. What is that big drum?
Motor oil.
Is it full?
No, I think it's empty. I'm not sure why they have it drawn.
And we have 2 other drums as well. Did you see here? You know what? All the times I've walked in here, I guess I
You never paid attention.
well, because I think on purpose, because it's such a mess.
Yeah.
And it's a perfectly great space. So what we're thinking, there's another little door over there. There are 2 doors. And we're thinking of putting a fridge over in that corner so that we can, obviously, the grill's right there. What do you think these are full of? Something extremely toxic, I'm sure.
If it's diesel,
It's empty. This one's empty. What do you do with these? Can you take them to the déchetterie?
I don't know. You probably need to have them picked up.
And I have a little cat bed up in the rafters with some straw, and that's where we found Fluffy. Somehow she found that bed and lived in here for I don't know how long before she made herself known.
Yeah.
Is there anything up there?
I doubt it because it's all rotten, so.
We haven't been able to put our umbrella up because it's been so windy. I have my coffee and I'm taking a walk. It's such a beautiful morning. I think Lincoln is down here with the dogs. She is. Hello. Hey, go on. There's so many trees, and we're trying to identify all of them. We find that at least the plant app that we use is 50% of the time incorrect. So that's not really great.
I noticed that where I took a picture of the giant sequoia, up close.
Yeah.
And it came up with some other totally weird stuff, and I think it's because it knows where I am, and there are no giant sequoias
Because
here.
you're in
I'm
Europe.
in Europe.
Yeah, I guess they only do maybe native species. That could be it. That's a good point. But I had snapped something, and it said that it was this terribly poisonous plant, and I had to do some further research, and turns out it wasn't. So I don't know. If anybody knows a good, reliable plant app, let me know. Yeah, I think this is the same tree, Lincoln. And this one has flowers. Are there flowers? There are some trees over here. Wish I could remember which. Oh, we have some trimming to do around this tree.
Yeah, didn't you plant some flowers around there?
Well, I planted daffodils, but we can trim now.
Okay.
All the leaves have died back. There's a tree over here that flowers. And a lot of you have been asking what the purple trees are, and those are copper beech or purple beech. It's this one flowers.
Yeah.
You can see the little flowers starting.
Yeah. God, that tree is massive.
I know.
Are you talking about this tree here?
Yeah, that's an oak.
Oh, okay.
The one behind it, that's a huge oak.
Yeah, okay, I see.
But
This one's kind of shively.
I know, but it flowers.
Really.
We've learned so much about trees living here. I'm always fascinated by trees, though. And it sort of depresses me walking around because of all the work we have to do. There's so many trees to thin and take care of. Thursday evening. Lincoln walked the dogs before bed as usual. The next morning, Fluffy didn't show up for breakfast. She was nowhere to be found. We searched the chateau, all its crevices, over and over, thinking she was trapped someplace. Then I realized she must have run out when Lincoln walked the dogs. It was Lincoln. Fluffy has been known to loiter around the side door when I go outside. We're BFFs. We often put her in another room, and having 9 cats can get complicated. I'm sure you're thinking, what the heck, neurotic cat lady? Your cats don't go outside? No, they don't. Fluffy is blind in one eye and has terrible skin allergies, and she needs to take meds daily. She's not outdoor cat material. I went outside and looked everywhere over and over. Several hours later, I heard a faint meow in the pump house, the same spot she was living in when she showed up, just a scraggly, sickly cat. I've gone ahead and muted the sound here because I sound like a total dork with a high-pitched voice. I was about to cry, and I managed to get Fluffy out of the pump house and back into the chateau. Since her adventure, she's spent the entire time sleeping and eating. I don't think she wants to spend another night outside. Did I mention Lincoln did this? So I'm trying to find Lincoln. I don't know where he went. Lincoln! There he is. Lincoln! Do you care to comment on the Fluffy situation?
No comment.
Did you let her out on purpose? Do you know how to use a door? Did you apologize to Fluffy?
No comment.
Once the garden is in full swing, we'll be able to pick fresh fruits and vegetables, but until then, we shop at Biocoup, an organic market. Our oldest daughter was diagnosed with inflammatory bowel disease when she was 10. It's an autoimmune disease with no cure. Simply put, the immune system attacks the bowels, causing inflammation. So she has to watch her diet. And she'll be on meds the rest of her life. There's no cure. All one can hope for is remission. So Biocoup is our place to shop. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have something to say, leave us a comment.